A bit more on the bombardment of the rebel-held area of eastern Ghouta in Syria. Today, UNICEF released a statement that was blank. They said they had simply run out of words to describe the horrors on the ground. The UN called on global leaders to demand that Syrian government forces immediately stopped the bombing. Activists say around 300 people have been killed since Sunday night. Well, joining me from Kuwait is the UN coordinator for Syria, Panos Moumtzis. Thank you so much for being here on the programme. The BBC spoke earlier in the day to a doctor on the ground who said, "Where is the UN? They've abandoned us." Have you abandoned them?
Not at all. On the contrary, this is the East Ghouta is an area which is besieged, which means it's encircled, it's closed. We are within a 10 kilometers mile. We're just really outside, ready to bring in food, medical supplies, and to evacuate the injured people who are there. We need a permission to do so, and of course, we need to see this carnage that is taking place at the moment with aerial attacks to stop. So the ceasefire is what is really needed.
It is, and you talk about the carnage, and we're seeing pictures of exactly that. But weeks ago, Jan Egeland spoke about eastern Ghouta screaming for a ceasefire. That was his quote. And you're no further forward, are you?
There is a Security Council resolution that has been discussed for days now without really any outcome. I hope they will come to conclusion to it. East Ghouta cannot wait. It has become hell on earth. It has become an extreme situation of violence where children, women live really an impossible situation. So we really urge the Security Council members to come with this resolution to bring the ceasefire. And we're also calling for world politicians, heads of state, everybody. This is a moment where they really should be calling their phone and doing everything they can to exert pressure to bring a cessation of hostilities. It cannot go on anymore as it is at the moment.
The trouble is that call has been made so many times in the past and ignored so many times, both from the Syrian government side, the Russian side. The State Department described the tactics as siege and starve tactics from Syrian forces. Is that an assessment that you share, just briefly, because you were describing how bad it was?
It is a very grim situation, what is happening inside. Imagine, health facilities must be protected. The international humanitarian law is very clear on that. Civilians must be protected. It's unacceptable that people live under really the situation where they're bombed every day, they have no water, they have no electricity. Several health facilities have now closed down and they have nowhere to go. They told me they really don't know if they will live another day, given the high number of fatalities that is there. So the world conscience needs to wake up. This has been going on for 7 years. Something different needs to change to bring an end to this impossible situation.
And if it doesn't, it simply goes the same way as Aleppo, because virtually the exact tactics were used in the run-up to the fall of Aleppo.
We hope it will really not go like an Aleppo. We hope like a city should not be destroyed, human life should not be lost. A war is never a solution to a problem. There has to be peaceful ways of bringing people together to agree to a way forward. The humanitarian impact on people's lives, the protection of their daily life, the dramas of these children that have gone through day and night is just unbearable. It cannot go any longer.
And can civilians who want to get out, or are they trapped in that hell that you were talking about?
At the moment, the civilians are trapped. They cannot really go out. The area of East Ghouta has been besieged since 2013. We have not been able to bring humanitarian assistance during December and January. On the 14th of February, we just brought some assistance, a trickle for 7,000 people. And this is an area that has been declared a de-escalation area, a safe area. If we have seen anything but de-escalation, actually it has been a massive escalation, a massive deterioration that has taken place, making the lives of civilians in these areas unbearable. It cannot go any longer.
Well, Panos Moumtzis, thank you so much for taking time to speak to us. Thank you very much.